Hollywood sound test for good. Howdy, gang. All about the Mass Effect. Last time we did almost nothing important. But there is no more side content, I believe, unless a new system opens up randomly. Today we should be all action-packed story.
Patching it through.
And,
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired.
Oh, right
She
there.
shouldn't have ambushed
Crazy
you like
girl.
that, but you handled it pretty well.
I mean, it wasn't an ambush, I just did it. Oh wait, she's talking about the reporter.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
Yeah, well, that's gonna make me look better when I beat his ass.
How angry was the Council?
About what you'd expect. Don't worry too much about it, Commander. They're always angry with us. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're the only admiral in the Navy, man. Maybe you're not the Fifth Fleet, but like the only fleet. Right, so Vermire. Like I said, action-packed. This one is just like a run and gun to war. There's a little break at some point, but mostly action. I expect to finish this first game today. And depending how long that goes, we might even start two. I don't know. It should probably be like 3-4 hours, almost exactly. And, like I said last time, I finished Bloodborne, so we do have that we can talk about. Fill in some space a bit later. And I try to give it like a half hour, maybe 20 minutes, you know, whatever viewers want to pop in, if they are going to. But then I joke when they do, so yeah, maybe it's better I do it when there's not people, whatever. It gives people who are watching after the fact a reason to keep watching, though, if they're really, you know, getting tired of it. Yeah, space out the meaningful commentary. Trying to look at the main team here. Boy.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline.
Did I not say good job? What the fuck was that? Oh. Okay. Shoot those crab things. They look like the mushroom people from Ben 10. Or, there was a kaiju in Kaiju number 8 that looks like that, too. It's like a big one that splits into little ones. are so small, I feel like I should just get out and shoot them. Probably see them better. But then navigating the big long map will be slow. I wonder if I could though, like is there any reason to not, that I need the Mako, like is there a ramp I have to boost over or anything like that? Whee! Shit. Getting trapped in a small round room makes it impossible to hit, holy crap. Fuck, I missed my opportunity. That was the big window. Oh my god. What the shit? Oh boy, there we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Damn straight. The hell? I'm stuck again. Should be one of those things where I just teleport randomly like before. Can't stuck the Zuck. There you go. What, is that like, did I level up? Or is that just for killing shit? Got a little soldier medal. I don't care about getting achievements on Origin because I don't have any friends on Origin. I still call it Origin, even though it's EA app now. Nobody's gonna see my achievements, alright? It's like hidden credit. My stash when my regular score doesn't count high enough.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to go, Shepard.
I don't have too many friends on PlayStation either, but there the trophies are like a global leaderboard, which I kind of like. And Steam's the same way. It tells you like what percentage of people actually have it. The trophy values are usually determined by how rare they actually are, except for the platinum, but that's like kind of implicitly rare. That's the thing that Steam does as well. It puts like a shiny gold border on the achievement when it's really rare. I remember for like the first 2 weeks I had Hades 2, every achievement I got for getting past Area 1 was like golden because nobody got past Area 1. I did it on my first try because I'm good at the first game. I actually just hit the credits earlier this week. Still more to do. There's an achievement for getting the epilogue, so I'm not going to talk about it until I finish that, but, well, I think, like, 24 was the highest fear intensity I've done. And I got the credits. I'm never turning it down. I think that's why it took me so long, actually. I'd tune it down when I switch to a weapon that has a lower fear requirement, and then, you know, I get complicit, I get used to the easier difficulty, and really I should just leave it as high as I've done, or higher every time, if I want to get better.
That's it. Nothing between us and the Solarian camp now.
I was kind of holding hope that there was maybe a secret Zagreus mode, but I don't think it's in there. I could hope maybe as like an update or expansion later. I thought it'd be really cool if, because the story involves this sort of time travel, if you're trying to undo the bad future that you're currently in, like maybe they'd patch in a sequel mode to the first game where you went through all of that with the Kronos as the new boss or something. I doubt that's happening, but you know, and I was hoping that would be really cool if they did. As a freebie, alright? They can totally steal that idea from me because I want it to be a reality.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when we get here.
If they wanted, they could even just redo the whole game with Zagreus and, like, have Noe be the one to pass instead. Give you the option to pick between boy and girl would probably go a long way with a lot of people.
There's the camp.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Okay. Status report.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
Well, they're shut down.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
I mean, they sent me.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What kind of research
What's
are you
Saren
doing here?
researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Kogan.
Oh.
How is that possible?
Apparently,
must be
Saren
why
has
you gotta
discovered a
shoot him
cure for
down.
the genophage.
Huh?
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Kogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Kogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Kogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Kogan follow Saren.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Kogan army, he'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Kogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
You're a mistake!
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Kogan to deal with.
Hey, shut up. He's okay.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
It needs
Looks like
supplies.
things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might, actually. Just do it carefully.
Rex doesn't worry me. He'll fall in line.
If you say so.
I'm stronger, bro.
Keep an eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Did I not replace your armor? Like, is that just your casual suit?
I'm concerned about Rex. Can we still trust him?
Yeah, it's fine, alright. If I remember right, the cure wasn't, like, natural Kogan. Like, they didn't actually cure the genophage, they just made, like, clones that were immune. So, like, they're not real Kogan.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Calm down, Rex. I'm not the enemy here. Saren's the one you should be mad at.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon! And if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
Rex, these Kogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren. Tools. Is that what you want for them?
They're like the husks, right? They're probably indoctrinated.
The Council wants to thank us for wiping out the Rachni. They neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
Okay. It sounds like it's potentially dangerous, though, like, the head can grow legs or something. Aw, shit, I can't do that on my own. That's crazy. Can't the Normandy land? I mean, it's a waste of fuel. Leave it hovering.
I'm surprised that Kogan yielded to your argument.
Thank you for speaking with the Kogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
Words are stronger than bullets.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where?
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
On foot? We don't have enough men.
What? Are you not all N7 soldiers like me? Sorry, I can do it.
It does sound a bit risky. Is there no other way?
No, but I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
Alright.
I just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
Alright,
You expect me to commit one of my people to your command?
We are all soldiers by trade. If your people are not prepared to face such a risk, would you really want them by your side?
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Christ. So, like, one of these is gonna stay with them, the other one's gonna arm the nuke. That's what they're getting at, and I don't know which is the one I want to do. I'm gonna look up who is doing what. Like, if I give them, does they also arm the nuke? That's what I'm asking. Mass effect. Who to leave with Solarians. Solarian team. Yeah. Okay. So I still get a choice later, but whoever I leave out here is totally chill. So they can take Kaidan because I've already seen Ashley in Mass Effect 3. I've never seen Kaidan, and I want to know.
Elenko, you're with the captain. Keep it simple, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
Let's do this.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
We'll be fine, LT.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there something you wanted to say, Caden?
It's just weird going under someone else's command. I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
It's wholesome. You make it sound like you're about to die.
It doesn't matter if we're not in the same unit. We're still a team. Watch each other's backs, keep your eyes open, and fight like I know you can. We'll all come out of this in one piece.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Arachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Kogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
Good luck, Commander. I hope you command again. I feel like everyone I didn't bring with me should be helping him, right?
Comm check. Do you read me, Commander?
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Okay.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Lieutenant
We can't reach the guest turrets. They're out of range.
Hey. See that foot. Nice. Too far. Oh, maybe it wasn't even a foot at all.
Something scrambled or targeting. We've got a shot. Lieutenant Alenko, take the heat off Manavai.
Take a little bit to die on the radar. I thought there was another guy there still.
Alenko, can you see anything?
Huh? Oh, I blew it up. That was an accident. You know, this actually totally explains why there's usually a Kogan commanding the Geth. They're like clones. The part of the army they didn't really have to do any negotiating.
Aircraft heading to perimeter stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
Damn.
Aircraft heading to perimeter stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
So you charge at me from there, idiot. I wonder if that little plate on the Krogan's head is like bulletproof, and that's why they're like feared warriors, because you can't really get a headshot on them. Or just like heat resistant or some bullshit. Like, you ever notice how in Star Wars games the creatures are like really tanky? Like you can just dump lasers into them or hit them with your lightsaber, and it just doesn't do much. And all the armor is made of like the leather that comes from the creatures too. They can't be like that thick skinned. It has to be some kind of other property that makes it resistant to lasers, like again heat resistance or something. And I always thought that when I played the Jedi Fallen Order games, but like I'm also playing Star Wars Outlaws right now, so it's kind of on my mind more. All of the animal enemies you fight are like really tanky in that. You know, obviously not giving opinions till I finish the game, but like TLDR, it's kind of fun, alright? I'm having a good time with it. It has some issues here and there, like, yeah, I think it maybe works better when it's more linear than just being an open world thing. But, you know, maybe you love open worlds, so it's not a big deal there. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, I heard, like, really bad things. And I also know the game got patched a few times, so it's not quite the same as it was on launch, but I think it's alright right now. I also got it for free, so it just makes it taste better.
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
I think if you see it and think that it's, like, probably your kind of game, but you heard bad things, maybe give it a try anyways. if you're like a regular enjoyer of the Ubisoft open world things, or like Uncharted even.
Shadow team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
Hold the line. Hold my nuts, men.
We've got access to base security. We can cut the alarms from here, maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
They've got enough
Just
trouble.
disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
Made it more interesting for me. Yep. Those ones aren't even human. Oh, he's hacked. He's friendly. Oh, shit. Sorry intel report. Alright, he has a sorry people working from the matriarch.
Hello?
Probably indoctrinated after being handed over. We're gonna get down there.
What was that noise? What's going on?
Give a little ground, Lieutenant. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
Oh, you're not a Gath. And you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Transmission wasn't clear. The fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated. He knew about the breeding grounds. But the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left.
Oh, look how sad they are.
Experiments. I envy them.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, hmm? A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
You need a vehicle to escape a fucking nuclear blast and maybe take cover underground or something. Hope you survive radiation. I mean, you're a space commando. You probably have some radiation-resistant suit, right?
Give a little ground, Lieutenant. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
Naginata. Okay. Levels. Get it, America?
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savant of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I'd said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Are you fit? You sound a little crazy, but like, you're also not crazy.
You help me, or will I be carrying you out of here?
I'll be at your back every step of the way. I just need to get out of here and away from that incessant whispering. They've piped it in for days now.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
Yeah,
Setting him free could endanger the mission.
No. I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
I don't know. You don't sound like you totally lost it, but you could be like on the verge.
I can't take that chance.
Can't take that chance. No chance. I need to do what it says. I have to. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
Just ate shit diagonally. Alright, so all that. What? No, why is it not open? What happened? What am I missing? Another way around, maybe like somewhere over here. Oh, that's all normal. No doors down here. Yeah, I don't know. Do I really have to, like, look up why this door isn't fucking opening? Ah, shit. Okay. Or maybe the journal says something. No. Okay. Mass Effect. Vermire locked door. Door simply can't find a way to lock. You start into room 3 doors, 1 link and 3 person. That's 3 elevator leading to labs. Crazy guy held. This sounds like the door. I think that's a back door in the base. If you explore the outside before entering, I think you can enter from there. Ah, shit. So, I guess I went the wrong way completely, and this is all optional? I don't know, this all felt right to me, but then again, we disabled the alarms, and I guess that was optional, perhaps? They said something about entering through the sewers. Refueling. There is another door over here. Huh? Oh, alright, sewers. It's gotta be like on the ground, right? Yeah, there's a ramp right here. Weird. No, this is locked with decryption. We could have brought a team who was unable to do that. And again, it's not even like easy ranked, it's just general decryption. Maybe you can do it without any levels. This one is also locked. What am I doing wrong? Shit. Alright, give me another minute. No, so this is the alternate route, but it's also still locked. So nobody on that forum had the answer. That leads to the second entrance by taking the sand ramp. Since you've already entered the base, there's no need to visit the second entrance. To enter through the second entrance, let's center the link. Okay, but where do I go in the base if both of those are entrances? I'm so confused. Just keep looking around. Maybe just all this is optional now. While we're doing this, I guess I can start talking about Bloodborne, alright? So, I've mentioned this game many times in the past, and how, like, I really want to like it, but I kind of hate it. And, you know, every time I tried it, I bounced off it, quit, like, in the first area. I'd, like, run out of heals, and I wasn't able to level up, it was some bullshit. I still feel that way. The beginning of the game is, like, aggressively unfair. They even start you with no weapons so that you, like, die on purpose before they hand you starting gear. And it's not something that I'm used to doing, but eventually I determined that buying the healing, like, blood vials was the answer. So later in the game I just started spending all my excess souls, blood echoes that I used for leveling up on heals. That made things a bit easier. Early game, it's still less sustainable because the price of healing never changes. It's always like 500, which is a little expensive early, but still something. And you also get your arcane, which determines drop rate high enough that like blood vials actually start dropping at a reasonable rate later on. Anyways, another reason I just thought the beginning of the game was really hard, aside from not being able to level up until you've met a boss and got an insight point. Which I didn't even know. The game doesn't tell you that. You just kind of discover that the doll is awake if you die or you go back to the dream after getting an insight point, which why would you do? You already know that you can't level up. You have no reason to go to the dream other than to maybe use the fountain if you interacted with the fountain and know it's a store. But yeah, the 3 starting weapons, the axe, the saw cleaver, and the threaded cane, I didn't really like any of them. Didn't vibe with me. And what makes Bloodborne unique is that every weapon is like a switch weapon. So kind of like Monster Hunter, they'll have their own very unique feel, and you're going to fuck with one really heavy, and you're going to use it for the entire game, and there's not that many weapons. Because each one's unique and meant to be used for the whole game. So, like, the threaded cane, I hated the sword mode. It was just... It didn't have enough range. It was like a very short sword, and for some reason the heavy attack's a stab, but when you stab, you like stab upwards. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It just doesn't have any reach. I guess it is useful on certain beast enemies, that's why you want like an arcing move, but still it really pissed me off because I'd whiff it every time. When you switch it into the whip mode, it's pretty alright. It's good for dealing with crowds. It's the only really thing I used it for early, but as soon as I found the saw spear, that was life-changing. I didn't really use the saw cleaver. It has even shorter range than the cane's sword. But the spear mode was really good. It's also apparently serrated, which is like a hidden damage multiplier on certain weapons. So it was just better for that reason too, aside from it just having more reach and, you know, being pretty fast. I used that until I bought Ludwig's Holy Sword, which is apparently one of the best weapons in the game. Everyone talks about it just being like so perfect. The sword's a little longer than what the threaded cane was, and it switches into a great sword, which basically staggers everything on hit, so it makes it really safe to play, and has a big sweeping arc that's like about as good as the threaded cane's whip. It's just better than the threaded cane. You can also aim the heavy attack, which is an actual stab, so like you can still hit upward if there is a big enemy that calls for you to hit up to stab upward. So I spent most of the game using that till I got to the DLC and got my hands on the Holy Moonlight Sword, which is similar, but it shoots lasers, and that's kind of badass. PSA, the cleric beast on the bridge, optional, right? That's a dead end. You do get like a sort of midway checkpoint when you fight him, because all bosses drop a lamp on death, but optional. Look for a way around and you'll have more fun exploring, and hopefully meet the easier first boss, Father Gaskin. Generally speaking, across the entire game, any non-human boss is kind of shitty in my opinion, because most of their attacks are not parryable. Occasionally they have one that is, but generally speaking, they are not. Bloodborne doesn't really have shields. There are technically 2 shields, but they're not great. So your only defensive option, if you can't parry, is to roll and abuse iframes. So all you can really do against the beast bosses is get behind them and roll through attacks. Very exploit feeling.
Charging up. What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Saren?
There's also occasionally bosses that have like weak points. Jesus Christ.
Glorious salvation of my species. You will not.
I guess I met a Kogan scientist today. Yeah, they'll have, like, weak points, so, say, like, Rom the Vacuous Spider, for example, his head is armored. You have to hit him in the sides and the back. Not a big deal, he's a pretty big, chunky boy, but then you got something like the Amygdala, which takes reduced damage unless you hit him in the head, because he's like a big giant boy. And his head only comes down on a few certain attacks, so, like, the optimal way to fight him is to abuse him into repeating that certain attack, and it just makes for a really exploity feeling fight to fight him effectively, because you can't really hurt him too well otherwise. Obviously, if you had ranged attacks, you could just keep shooting him in the head with your gun that you do have, but the gun is meant for parry and it takes bullets, and you just don't have good ranged options. I actually went into this with the bonus arcane as my starting stat, because I thought maybe I could do some, like, ritual magic later on, make the game easy, since I knew it was hard. I re-quit it 2 times prior. Not the case. There are some tools you can get that are kind of magic-like, but they're not very good, and they also take bullets. The arcane did end up being useful anyways because of the drop rate, and, when you get to Old Yarnum, it's like full of beast enemies, and the Hunter's Torch scales with arcanes. It was actually pretty good there. The beast enemies also kind of like fear away from fire sources, which is kind of neat, so it really helped you from getting swarmed when you're going through there. Aside from the torch itself doing decent damage.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Calm down. Who are you?
Let's hear it. Who are you? What do you want?
Ranathanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
Okay, I mean, what are you talking about?
This was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us...
You helped him and you didn't even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating. This position is a little more permanent than I had expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
Sure. Get out of here.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Oh!
I like the way you think, Shepard.
She's honestly kind of a risk. But those isolation chambers, I guess they're like microphoning in the inside of Sovereign. Remember the matriarch talked about they're like whispers, and that prisoner mentioned whispers too. They're like hearing shit that's making them go crazy. It's actually a sound you'll hear a lot in Mass Effect 3 that's like a... It's called a subsonic sound. It's very close to subsonic. It still makes you feel uneasy, but there are certain frequencies that are not audible. They're just very low, and they make your brain rot or something. It's weird. You know, hearing something close to it makes you feel gross. And I guess Reapers just do that. And so what was I talking about? Guns? I mentioned not all attacks are parryable. That doesn't apply to just Beast, but like the human bosses too. I think the game does a very poor job of communicating what attacks can actually be countered. When they really want you to counter them, like the what and when of how you counter is just poorly communicated, which is something that they obviously did a lot better in Sekiro with characters glowing for attacks so you can't block, and then they have like the symbols for certain attacks you're supposed to make certain responses to. I actually feel that Sekiro has a lot of Bloodborne's DNA in it now that I've played it, right? And
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Wow. Let me touch it. Again! That one was somehow a lot less clear than the last time we had a vision.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
You're alive?
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life.
There is no rust in space.
An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
I'll stop you. You don't scare me.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Bullshit. Whoever built you probably built them.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass.
It does explain why I don't get destroyed between cycles, though.
By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, and wiping us out.
Okay, so this is actually kind of smart. What if the technology they left us was like so good that we like stopped doing research? And, you know, we never make anything that's good enough to destroy them because we're like, oh, we already have everything. What could possibly be better?
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship Sovereign, it's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half.
The hell?
It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing we can do here. Idea, Shepard?
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joker out.
Right, so I mentioned the optional boss. About half the game is actually optional. I got all the achievements, I got the platinum, so that means I played through 3 times. I had to... You can, like, transfer your save onto USB and repeat the ending right on the spot if you really wanted to, but I thought, you know, it can't be that long. And I was right. You only have to fight, like, about 6 or 7 bosses. You can get through New Game Plus run in about an hour if you're just rushing to the end. Usually your reward for going down the optional paths is just like a new chalice. Or in the case of Hemwick, you get the ability to use the runes, which are like basically the rings. Which were nice to have. They give you a small little bonus. I like the one that does like healing on visceral attacks. I don't know if you save on blood vials or if you got a boss that you can parry the fuck out of, it's nice. And boosting the visceral attack also is a good one. The other bonuses kind of suck. I mostly used the 2 that boosted blood echoes. Just so I could level up harder, because I feel that leveling actually makes you stronger in Bloodborne than any other Souls game. Every point you get gives you physical defense, and the game doesn't really have traditional armor. It's mostly fashion, but they also have certain outfits that are made for certain situations, like dealing with madness or poison, whatever. You might change out your outfit very occasionally, otherwise it's not too much to worry about, but every level gives you a point of physical defense, so it adds up. But also, I think it's just like the lack of weapons, the fact you're going to use the same one for the whole game once you found the one that you like. It means that the scaling on them goes up a lot, just consistently. Whereas in Dark Souls, you'll pick something up and it's like, okay, this has B scaling, it's going to be B to the end, maybe it turns into A once you get to max level. But it's like, you know, it starts at C and then it turns into S by the end. So, like, you get more out of your stats as the weapon gets stronger. And I guess I kinda like that. Like, I don't feel like leveling ever did enough in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, whatever. Health obviously always made a difference, but, like, for the most part, you could beat the game at level 1. It wouldn't make that much of a difference. Just at what level your weapon was what mattered. If you had the right outfit for the job. Dark Souls did do a little of that, too. The story doesn't have too many characters. There's not much, like, actual talking anywhere in the game. More so than Dark Souls, even. There's just less that they directly tell you, but there's also just not that much going on. I think I figured out most of it on my own, and then I watched the VOD video after I got the New Game Plus. And yeah, it's just about what you'd expect from the theme. A bunch of Lovecraft references, copying them from just similar situations. The old Hunters DLC specifically is like Shadows over Innsmouths. It still plays in a bit to Bloodborne's lore, but like it doesn't tell you much. Not much in the way of new revelations. Other than just like seeing what the Healing Church does firsthand, because you never really got to go inside their facilities. I'm gonna say the endings are not satisfying, none of the three. Though they do give you something to think about, because I guess that the hardest one, where you collect all the umbilical cords and you turn into like a slug, is the true ending, perhaps? Maybe that was like the entire goal of the dream. They never like talk too much about that either, but I guess the point of creating a dream, which you go into at the start of the game, they like strap you to a table, is to give you a place to fight one of the Great Ones and take its power. It's all about transcendence. That's how all the bullshit started. Hunter must hunt, as they say, right? That's all you really need to know. But yeah, at the end of Demon Souls, the Great One that was consuming everything was also a slug being. Perhaps that's where the tie-in comes, because I mentioned before that, like, when you're in the Hunter's Dream, you see the infinite trees that reach off into the heavens, that you also see in Demon Souls and Dark Souls. You think there's some kind of connection there, right? I mentioned chalices. These are the worst part of the game. They're meant to be like procedural dungeons, and you go through one and you've seen almost all the content. There's maybe 5 different biomes, each one for a different Great One that they represent, and they have different enemies that are in them, but the room layouts are almost always the same. Maybe each one has one unique room to it.
We need to clear the gap and set those charges.
And yeah, you notice they're being repeated. The enemy placement in them is awful. There are set chalices that you're supposed to go through, and doing the final one will give you a secret boss with an achievement attached to it. It's a tiny bit of lore, though the reward is otherwise just like cut content. There's a lot of cut content that we get access through codes, which is kind of neat. You can use codes to generate specific chalices. Once you've unlocked the root chalice, which makes it completely procedural. Again, they're absolutely miserable, like worse than launch version of Dark Souls 2 with how bad the enemy placement is. Every time I went in, I was just like losing all my blood vials and not getting any souls because it was fucking hard. Not until you get to the high level ones where they start giving you more souls than bosses per kill. Then it becomes the place to go to farm, which is weird because the guy who tells you to go there in the first place says that people literally use them for farming. If you need to get stronger, perform a chalice ritual. I was like, this fucking sucks, until I got to like rank 4. I think this is where we do the bomb.
All right, nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
Yeah, I hated them, but I still powered through them because they were good grinding. Getting to the DLC, the first time I found it, which is actually very well hidden, I got my ass gaped, like, they were really hard, so I ended up farming them until I was strong enough to fight them, and that kind of made the rest of the main game a joke. Because you don't pick when to do New Game Plus, it happens after you kill the final boss, so I had to do it, and by the time I finished the DLC, again, the boss was just a joke. The bosses in DLC were kind of a joke by the time I got to them, too.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
I just want to finish the thought, right? Ludwig, he was nothing. The hunter lady Maria, she was nothing. You can kind of parry her in the first phase. The second one, she's a little fast, but whatever. She couldn't take my massive amounts of damage I dealt to her at the time. And then the orphan, he got me a couple times, alright? His first phase, you can parry the crap out of him. Second phase, he's still kind of parryable, but it's a lot harder, so I don't recommend it. He just jumps around a lot, and it's kind of hard to hit. So, like, you might get hit by AoE damage, but whatever. Just, like, stay away from the center of the map, because his lightning attack can, like, send out a ton of shit. It's all gonna hit you at once if you're at the source. And again, I just, like, powered through it, just like Maria. I just hit him a lot with my big sword once I got to that phase, and he wasn't so bad. I heard a lot of bad things about him. Like, he's supposed to be an absolute monster. Just, like, whatever. I got him, like, what, 4 or 5 tries? The other ones didn't even kill me, right? Unfazed. Anyways, I read you.
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative. Just make sure that nuke is set. We'll hold them as long as we can.
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
I gotcha.
Up to the AA tower. Move.
Main game's final boss, also kind of a joke, not even just because I was over leveled, but you can parry the crap out of him as well. I'm not saying that every attack needs to be parryable, they just need to communicate it well, but then there are certain bosses where every attack can be parried, and they are jokes. I mentioned before that I thought I was in the wrong headspace when I played it the first couple of times, but now I've, in the year 2025, every game wanted you to be parry god, so like after Sekiro and Stellar Blade and, 9 Souls, which I'm playing now, various other things, I'm just like, I was able to do parries, and that part wasn't bad. It's not my favorite thing to, like, just wait and then shoot the guy and then do the same animation over and over, but it's what worked. I didn't think it was very fun. And in fact, I mentioned shields. When you pick up the wooden shield, it says, shields are nice, but not when they engender passivity. But, like, parrying fucking engenders passivity, too. Like, you sit there and wait until it fucking get the parry off. What are you talking about here? If anything, there's a better shield you can find in DLC that makes you, gives you high magic resistance when you block with it, which is very useful for, what's his face, Mikolash. Very great for him. And probably a couple other guys, but I mainly used it for him, and, you know, it made me play more aggressive because I didn't have to run away when he did his stupid magic attacks.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
Moreover, the shields in Dark Souls let you parry already, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? Why you telling me I'm a pussy for using a shield? In Elden Ring, they added the guard counter unless you play aggressive as fuck. Like, shields can be aggressive. You just didn't let us do it, like, and then you insulted me. What the fuck? Fuck you, Miyazaki.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
Ah, shit, hold on. Don't do it.
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what.
Just kill them. I could do it myself.
It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here.
Gosh.
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
He can't handle himself, alright? This is like a binary choice. You either save Ashley or Kaidan. That's what I was trying to look up before. And again, I've never seen Kaidan in Mass Effect 3, so I'd like to learn more about him. Also, we're not fucking Ashley this time because she low-key disgusts me now. Much as I tried to defend her, she is in fact a racist.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Plus, I know about Miranda. She's like crazy. I love her.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Of course it was.
sorry,
I hate you, Ashley.
I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
Jeez. I think once you've gotten out of the Cathedral Ward, which is kind of a hub area, the game becomes pretty easy, kinda. Like, there are a few different paths you can go. Again, most of them are optional, but like, you poke at them one at a time, you'll find the one that you are the correct level for and go through it. It should be easy. Bosses aren't so bad. If you go to the wrong one, then it'll be hard. But, you know, just know there's usually another place you can go that it will be easy. I just think that the beginning of the game is very aggressively bad. Once you get past that, it's alright. I think that it feels kind of unfinished in a lot of places, and I still stand by the statement that the ideas are regressive compared to Dark Souls. Like, why would you go back, when the game is as hard as it is, even harder than Dark Souls, you go back from having the refillable Estus flasks to the consumables you have to spend money on. And, like, the lamps, every time you touch them, you get teleported back to the Hunter's Dream, which is a loading screen, instead of just sitting down at it and refreshing all the enemies because you wanted to get a full heal and refill your supplies. And what the fuck is that? It's so annoying. Leveling up from it would be nice too, but, you know, they didn't need to go that far. I'm okay if they didn't do that.
This has been an impressive...
Shields don't last forever, Saren.
My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Make me understand.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead, but what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
I won't be a slave.
I'd rather die than live under the rule of those machines.
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
You look like a robot, though.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
No. You're getting scammed, bro.
Don't you see? You're just a tool. Sovereign's using you. In the end, you'll be tossed aside with all the rest.
Do you think you can sway me, Shepard? Do you think I haven't already thought of this? Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
I mean, how about dying like a fucking hero? Like a Spectre? I get that you're doing what's logical for self-preservation, but like, fuck you.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed.
That's brainwashing.
My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Ah shit, he's got a hoverboard. He's styling on me. Take evasive action. Bullets don't work, but my fist sure does. Average Abrams player. You're using a bomb as cover, you fucking psychopath. Bye, bitch. Why is she using a pistol instead of that nice rifle I gave her?
Alright, everybody, hang on!
Big bomb. And this is mean we're gonna like remember racist as a hero. That's kind of fucked up.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
Such is life. This is what you signed up for. Fight or you die.
We had to leave her behind. Saren has to be stopped, at any cost.
But why me? Why not her?
Simple. I like you.
It wasn't your call, Olenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
That's not true.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, sir, We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's
Just
base
having a
was similar to
moment,
the
and they're
one you
just
found
sitting on the other side.
It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Yeah, alright.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay.
This has to be the clearest one, right? Maybe the clip show at the beginning will make sense now.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Nah, it's still just like people melting, I guess. Same as before. I don't know what the mouth is. And this part, which is already clear.
Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
That's it? It's fucking useless.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
Oh, okay. Have you been to the Mu relay? You just know this?
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted?
I don't know.
Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
Alright, fine. You know, Ilos is a pretty big ruin. You'll see once we get there in a few minutes. Well, actually, we have to talk to the crew first. That'll take like a half hour, probably. You know what I'm saying. It seems significant once you're there. You're like, there's no way we didn't talk about this place.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Whatever.
The conduit's on Ilos, and that's where Saren is heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Yeah, it's always like this.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Yeah, that'd be sensible.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign. A Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine. A true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
You don't believe me?
Sovereign's real. The Reapers are real. Saren even admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Yeah, bullshit.
I tried to warn you about Saren. You didn't believe me then, and look how that turned out.
I believe you humans have a saying. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, well, this is the second time I'm right, fucker.
Here's another saying. Go to hell.
Maybe we were wrong about you, Shepard. Maybe humans are too hot-headed to be specters.
Suck my ass.
Enough. Commander Shepard has performed admirably so far. This discussion is only a minor disagreement.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Okay.
Good luck,
reasonable.
Commander. From all of us.
I just think the Turning guy's a douche. Is there anything else to really say about Bloodborne? I just think that you have less options, like there's no magic, which has always been a nice crutch for people who wanted to play the easy mode when none existed. It also just made like melee builds more interesting, because you can cast like buffs on yourself with faith spells, or you can enchant your weapon or something. Like there's always a reason to use some kind of magic in Dark Souls, even if it wasn't to cheese the game, and now you just like don't have anything like that. All consumable based, which is a different feel. It's not necessarily the worst, but you know, whatever. We talked about the game again. I don't think it's so bad once you've gone through the early game. It takes a lot of work, and I don't think that the parries are all that satisfying. Like in Sekiro, it's a quick little thing, and it like leaves the enemy stunned without locking you into a visceral attack. I think that's more satisfying. It gives you time to pull off one of your special moves that normally takes too long, otherwise it's a good thing. But, I don't know. I think the game is all right now, but still not my favorite, and I don't think it was necessarily, like, worth playing. I don't understand why it's at the top of everyone's list, other than they just really fuck with the setting. As it is, I think it's maybe just a little better than Demon's Souls, because Demon's Souls feels even more unfinished. And is obviously just, like, not as perfectly designed as Dark Souls was. So, yeah, it's like number 2 from the bottom. I don't think I'd ever replay it. I'm just glad that I can finally say that I did beat it and now have a valid opinion of why it's so not the best.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy.
Or than I just got filtered.
Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been...
Give it like a...
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know if I could have done it.
I don't know. I mean, 6 feels a little harsh. That's more like my mood feeling. Like, objectively, it's probably more of a 7. Like, even a bad FromSoft game is still pretty good. It's just lesser than all their other ones. Oh, that's why I'm in charge, Joker.
Sometimes making the tough choice is the only way a mission can succeed.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I'm just... I mean, it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
Anything you need, Commander?
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, sir.
Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I don't like losing people either, Alenko.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
Trying to do better, bro. I think telling yourself it's what they signed up for is always a possibility. It's maybe just the best thing you can do. Like, someone's going to die. You're fucking soldiers. You're killing them. It's what you signed up for. It's karma.
We accept death when we put on the uniform, Lieutenant. If you can't deal with that, retire.
I'm in for the duration, Commander. No worries about that.
That's right.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
Yeah, they've been around a while.
Yeah.
So
old and obsolete.
We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I can see that being in, like, an anime, like Outlaw Star or something. You just got, like, a ship with a big foot. You kick the ass of the enemy ship. Outlaw Star specifically, because those ships fight with, like, grapple arms. Instead of guns.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You say this every time, bro. It's like you don't want to talk to me anymore because I don't want to fuck you. Look, I would've, but Tally's here. Wrong place, wrong time, alright? Decision in 2 is gonna be a tough one, because, again, I do love Miranda. But Tally's also gonna be present. Do I, like, keep this as a wholesome romance, or do I switch to a best girl? Also, am I a smooth brain? Like, her whole thing's that her body was designed to be awesome, and her personality is supposed to be, like, fake, but it's also real to an extent. Like, it is who she is. She, like, hates herself. Because she's all fake and shit, but, like, you know, she's hot and nice. Like, what's not to love?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you.
Have you already been over this?
About eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
I swear we've had that conversation. That's all Garrus has to say.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
I don't have time for this.
Okay, well...
Goodbye, Commander.
Rex, you good?
Commander, things got heated back on Vermire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
Alright, good.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I like the sound of that.
Hell yeah, brother.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
You have my gratitude, Commander.
More aliens on our ship.
The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
You guys don't have your own spacecraft? The hell?
Glad I could help.
Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Looking for supplies? No problem. Keep checking back.
Oh, Tally, do I get to stick my wiener in her now? So this is all about watching a cutscene where you don't see any penetration.
Feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? Saren, I mean.
And the game, but yeah.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
An important part.
Couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
Tuned her ship's engine, actually, is probably huge.
A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew.
I mean, yeah, you're not really a presence in the galaxy. It makes sense.
And it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Telly. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
What was your father like?
Tell me about your dad.
Growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty.
I want to meet that
Before he
dad.
joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Yes. What? Like, I'm thinking that I missed the Tally romance, but like, what the... Now I'm reading, some people are like, maybe not possible until 2, but then someone said she got like ninja'd by her. Like, he accidentally happened. Just don't do anyone in 1, isn't that... Is she just not an option in the first game? I don't get it. Maybe they thought that, like, it shouldn't make sense since Quarians can't leave their suits. Like, I do have to wonder, does she just have, like, a zipper down there, or does she take it off temporarily? You cannot romance Tally in the first Mass Effect game. She has potential romance option only for male Shepard in Mass Effect 2. Okay. Now, if she is on her pilgrimage, like, is she even legal right now? That's a good question. Like, is she only 18, or is that not how Quarian ages work? Mass Effect 1... So, are my options only Liara and, Ashley? Like, that'd make it a lot more sense if I ever picked Ashley. I don't love Liara. Yeah, Liara's like the buy option, otherwise you get one of the humans. That's all you get. That's crazy, because, like, again, Garrus is romanceful in 2 as well. You know, now I'm actually curious about my options in 2. Like, is there... I assume that everybody could be done, but, like... Yeah, there's a couple characters who are not options. That's interesting. Well, you know, it just makes things cuter that I didn't touch anyone until her, right?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with, and he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. It's like he was always weighed down.
That's how I feel about when women talk to me and I can't fuck them.
He cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I'm kidding, of course. Totally listened to everything she just said. Your father's a dick, but you respect him because he's the father. That's very, very Christian of you.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I want to talk
like
about
what?
something.
See you later.
Bye. Guess my PP remains dry, even though we're going on a suicide mission. Like, you know, I always thought of it being... Let me get my thoughts in order here. The thing about BioWare romance is that you usually end up fucking right before the final suicide mission, or, you know, the end of the game. The stakes are very high, and, you know, you're probably gonna die. It's like a very quick thing. Like, you don't necessarily always feel like you built up a long-lasting relationship with the person, but, like, it's enough to want to fuck them. And that's what I look at it. And so, like, in Mass Effect, specifically, where these characters show up again, you're still playing Shepard, unlike the Dragon Age games or something, right? The characters show up again and you're, like, not together. Or you have to, like, reestablish the connection. It's because it was just a little fling.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his geth.
Alright, let's go.
Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't a stealth ship, like, be in the back or something?
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
That's it? Just, like, not in the Terminus systems?
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Yeah, well... Stealth ship.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermire. I wouldn't call that...
That wasn't my plan, you douche.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
No, you don't.
If Saren finds the conduit,
that's literally an
we're all
option.
screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
You fucker.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander, I've got a message from Captain Anderson.
Anderson?
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Let's get lit.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Mechanic.
Sorry, Commander.
Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Alright, maybe we'll run into the adoring fan again. Take me to the markets. There he is. Oh, Red Vermire.
I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Huh?
Conrad, I haven't been shot in the head nearly enough times to make that seem like a good idea.
Joke if you want, but there were people who didn't believe in you. And you worked out, right?
Yeah, but like, I'm an elite soldier, bro.
You fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
Go spread the good word of Shepard.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
That's right, you have a wife. You can jerk off to her. Don't throw out that picture you took of me. Protester. Oh, what's up with that? No blood for aliens!
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Thanks.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Appeasers?
Sorry. I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the
I
first
just
human
told you
spectre
no.
would be invaluable.
I don't know what Shang-Chi is, but it sounds racist.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
No, you're racist.
It's inappropriate for an active duty officer to publicly comment on politics.
Of course. I apologize for making the request. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
I will not. I may like saying racial slurs because they sound like funny, but I don't mean anything by them, I swear.
Pardon me, soldier. Can I take a moment of your time?
What the hell? Stop that. What the fuck was that? He's gonna walk it off?
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
And yet here you are, cheater.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor. Only as an experiment.
It still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Alright. This is kind of cheating. It was a thing in Dragon Quest 11. You were like unlocked the ability to see the win rates on machines eventually. And you can tell which one had like the highest win rate and play that one.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Then that is still cheating.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Jesus Christ. No.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
Okay.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Okay.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
You sound like a drug addict.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
Jesus Christ, you need help.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
Bro, like, go jerk off. It's good for you.
That sounds like an addict talking, Keeler. What does it take to convince you?
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Ah, change your mind? You gonna help me record those wins?
Nah.
I think I'll take my chance.
Suit yourself.
It's not. Hey, good to see another human in here.
I mean, it's mostly humans. Probably the easiest model to randomize, because you have the character creator.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
Yeah, that's right. The Ambassador grounded us, not the Council. So someone has to have higher authority than him that's not the Council.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you gonna get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador won't forget this. You'll be charged with treason, capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Hacking the computer sounds safer than you decide, bro.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
And yet, you seem less than pleased.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Rip.
Not a bad place, but it's just not the same as back home.
Yeah, I know. Like, all the women, you don't know where to touch them, but that's part of the fun. Someone's like shaking her elbow at me. I'm like, is that supposed to make me hard? Because it does.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Oh, boy. Gun. Oh,
Anderson?
go man mode.
What are you doing here? I didn't send...
Dwayne Johnson. Fuck yeah. He's like, I'll think of something. No head empty, no thoughts. Just fucking punch him. Another Abrams main.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Space. Ilos, right? You see this top half? These are terminus systems. They have no law. Or they do, but it's like a mob boss, so you know, it's like Mexico.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
Huh?
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
Okay, well,
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
What, by talking to them? I'm sure.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now.
Alright, and we got time for a little space station, right? What's the journal say? Medical base on Kohi, located in the Cacus system of Hades Gamma. I mean, awful long to give this to us. Where's Hades Gamma? Cacus. Yeah, the whole system was probably hidden. I know I've been to Hades Gamma before, but like this specific cluster. Time for this, right? It's only been 2 hours. Final mission isn't that long. Not from what I remember, at least. I thought this was gonna be a space station, not a planet. Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of Ristol's singing quartet. You power a system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been here for some time. Crates are covered in Kohe's chalky dust. Status lights to the shack indicate the atmosphere ran out long ago. Well, the guy just couldn't pay for air anymore. More Matriarch's writings, a lot of them. The Nosari, do they come here like meditate? Is it a Matriarch themselves? I don't know. You could probably read them in your journal. I don't think I've ever cared to do that though. It's probably part of why I always preferred fantasy to sci-fi. It's just like, this is technology, it's advanced, it works, it just works. I'll never understand it. It's too complicated. And magic's like, oh, there's probably some spiritual thing that's like, you know, that's some introspective element to it. It's fun to think about. I'll try to understand magic, but like technology's just like, yeah, it works. Or maybe the magic comes as like a blessing from a god, and that's like cool. Like, see what people do for power, how you pay tribute and worship the thing. What you sacrifice or exchange. The law of equivalent exchange is the one and only truth. In that same vein, I've always preferred like near future when it comes to sci-fi, because again, it is usually a reflection of like modern day problems. Take down a terrorist, remember to check your targets. Civilians are so addled by the drug they'll wander right in the middle of a firefight. Oh shit. So, like, with Mass Effect, again, humans are, like, pretty new to this. It's not that far into the future. I like it more than other sci-fi settings quite a bit. I think Exodus is going to be a very similar thing with how it works with time dilation. You're probably going to start at very close to modern day. Oh, that's a shame. Hold on. Can I, like, try that again without him dying? Not use him as a shield? I was trying to talk to him. I thought Crazy Scientist meant he was, like, the leader of this operation. Cleared if Ilos civility losses were tolerable. Evolutionary man, yeah, those biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum you deal with. I doubt there's anyone who's capable of doing that without saves scumming their way through it if no one's gonna die. Because they were shooting the explosives, that's probably what killed them. I definitely didn't shoot anyone, and it didn't seem like they were, like, intentionally killing anyone, at least. There's no real way to be stealthy in this game. The Infiltrator has invisibility, of course, but it's not the same. The enemies are still aware, they just don't know where you are. They'll just be shooting at your squad mates. No, I don't think anybody died, actually, what the hell.
They're in my head! All of them! With knives!
That's cool. Thresher Maul. Looks like a Thresher Maul. Cool. While we have a minute, I did finish the final season of My Hero Academia. It was all fights. Like, they kind of cut the previous season in a weird spot. It was kind of in the middle of fights, but, you know, there's just more. And as 3 episodes of epilogue. I didn't care too much for them. Like, outside of what happened to Deku, or just whatever. Like, everybody's in a better place, more or less. That's all you get. They did this shonen thing where there were, like, flashbacks during the fight, and that's kind of what made the villains trip up. They were in their head too much, and it distracted them. It's kind of dumb. Especially the All for One. Right, that's the bad one, All for One. Especially that one. Like, there were kind of 2 major bad guys, but that was... He got especially 2 in his head. Eventually they, like, broke that cycle during the second fight, but, it still ended up being a mental battle of sorts. Though it was more interesting, I guess. It's actually like how Midoriya dealt with the whole thing. And, you know, it was nice that, like, how he ended things was something that he did himself. It wasn't using, like, the power he borrowed with his quirk. No, good on them for that, I guess. And it just ended, like, that's it. It's a weird feeling, because I've been watching the show since it started. It's been, what, like 10 years, maybe more? Or less, like, around then. Like, it's a long time going, and it's just, now it's done. There's gonna be more Vigilantes content, I guess, but, like, that's the end of it. It is a weird feeling. I'm sure people felt that way when Naruto hit its end, but then they got more, and I'm not... That's not gonna happen here. Part of me was hoping that the finale would be better than the movies, but it just wasn't, and sadly, the budgeted television show isn't gonna have that budget. The movies were pretty great. And Dark Might was really cool. I liked the last movie a lot.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
Alright.
I'm sorry we lost some of the researchers, Admiral. The biotics knew what they were doing.
Nobody could have gotten out of there with fewer innocent lives lost. You saved a lot of lives today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
I don't know how I could have done it differently. And shout out to Bakugo, right? He went kind of hard for his portion of the fight. Fucking big dick. We appreciate big dick. No, after like gushing about 2B Hero X and then going to this, I knew that I was setting myself up for disappointment, which is why I kind of waited till it was all over before I watched it, just to give myself more time. And no, it's not as good, alright? No, and very few things are gonna be as good. But now I wish that I had finished my hero first.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
Presley, why are you not sitting?
Time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
Hey, remember my backstory?
I can do it.
I can do anything.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Just rammed it in him, like, full 9/11 style.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Space. This planet's pretty cool looking. These guys are kind of like the melted people from the images. Apparently these are supposed to be Protheans, I guess. But you meet Protheans later on. There's like a DLC companion for 3, and they look nothing like this. Maybe this has something to do with what the Reapers did to them. They're like, these aren't tentacles, they're like wires, maybe. I like this planet. It looks like Returnal, like the starting area. Very HR Giger. Don't worry about it. I honestly don't need to be picking up items at all. Like, I think I've got good gear. That little pop-up's going to annoy me so much, I'll just stop picking shit up. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh. I fucked up. Ah. Fuck it, Omni Jill. What's going on here? Was that armature control what I needed? The thing that I just hacked? Did that open the door? I feel like it should have been called door control. These armatures are like the Geth giant things, the siege weapons. Oh, what's this? Elevator? There's an elevator? No, and it's locked. Have I been over here?
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Fuck. Is it friendly? Going on here? Unlock door with a green button. They're usually red.
Come on. Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, and we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old.
I mean, it's coming through in English.
We can't understand it.
It's Oh, this is the beacon, I see.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible! The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Obi-Wan.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
What's the point of coming up here? Is that door down there just open now? Yep. That sounds very manly. Oh, the door over here is open too. I was gonna ask how Shepard was just like interfacing with ancient Prothean technology, but he probably understands it from the cipher, if not just training from the military, since all of our stuff's based on their stuff.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap.
These are all like cryopods.
Too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
It's supposed to be a disaster shelter. I guess none of them worked, or they're still functioning. Like, they have power. I wonder if there's anything in them. Maybe it's how we get the Prothean companion in 3. I never actually used him. Like, I never met him. So, yeah, I've never played any of the DLCs for that game. I played a couple of the ones in 2. I don't think I did all of them. I had, like, the Digital Deluxe Edition that had stuff like the Firewalker thing with to drive the vehicle.
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something...
Oh. Playing the menu theme. Very chill. Because we are unstoppable in this car. We're also in a big refrigerator, so it is supposed to be chill, right? Oh, fuck. That's unbelievable. Come on!
What's happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
Don't get your hopes up. The only thing we can depend on right now is ourselves.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Okay.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Ah, shit.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Why'd they go away?
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned.
And what about you?
Mindless
like an oversight.
husks, no longer capable of independent thought. The indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a back door onto the Citadel.
Wow.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
That's crazy.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
Alright.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
Like, you saw them retreat, so you could have opened the pods back up.
The top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains.
Wait, so
when the
you
researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population.
Nonsense,
Yet
Adam
they
and
vowed
Eve,
to
you can
find some way
restart.
to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay.
So if we kill the
After
Keepers,
decades of
there's
feverish
no
study,
invasion.
The scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
And that's why there's only one. Well, that answers that question. The invasion was supposed to have already started, but now we are going to advance beyond the point where they normally would have wiped us.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and take control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait. Where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
I have a car. He's walking. I think it's weird, but like, even after this game, we don't just all evacuate the Citadel for some reason. I mean, it is a lot of people living on it, but still, you can build another space station, like, the second game's in the Terminus systems. They have a big space station called Terminus. It's like another Citadel. You can build a couple of those.
Keep it moving. I've got no intention of ending up like them.
No, to be fair, I don't think that the Reapers get here through the Citadel later on. Like, obviously, Because it's still like a storefront in that game. They'd probably just fly here the old-fashioned way. Like, they're probably doing that right now. Or Sovereign fails. Maybe he's in communication with them still. It's not like deep space travel is impossible, and they're machines, they can totally do it, it just takes a long time. Like Mass Effect Andromeda happens, Andromeda's in our galaxy, we've already sent that ship by the time of this game taking place, I bet. No mass relay, it's just getting there, lazily drifting. Everybody's in cryopods. There it is, a little mass relay.
It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire.
It looks like the Monado.
Get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Like they modeled their ships after the bigot. We're warned. Does that thing even have guns?
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. System's not responding.
It's like the Council's ship. They're on that thing.
Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Oh. Supposed to gun him, you have 30 seconds. No way you can take out all of them in time, that's crazy. Whee! It's like a bounce pad.
Detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Has that been there the whole time? Like a cool little statue, maybe a testament to the master relays, but all those real gamers noticed it moments.
Quickly, before it's too late!
Make sure your shields are working, soldiers. He's killing the keepers. Maybe that's the Reaper being pissed that they failed him.
They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
I don't see any of them blowing up. Oh, you don't give a shit. Tight butthole. It's closed. Imagine looking out your window and seeing this thing in the sky. Gonna touch the tip. Crowning the control center like a sovereign. I wonder if that's like the intended way to interface with it, since they allegedly built it.
Lock the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
Kinda like a big squid. That'd scare the shit out of me too if I was in a submarine and I saw a colossal squid. registered, like, right before he showed up. That was low health. Am I back at the beginning? Fuck. I think that they could have done bloody screams so real a bit more intensely. You know I'm about to die. Main audio cue, like heartbeat, that one's usually pretty good for me. Or like muffle the sound. I've been playing Metroid Prime 4, and like when you're low health in that, Samus starts breathing heavily. Makes me very aware. There's also like the suit's little alarm system. They made it less prominent though. It is a little annoying. Then they decide to inject one for when you're low on missiles, which is really weird. Save because there's enemies on screen, I guess. Still can't save. That's unfortunate. I'd really like to not have to restart again if I die. There we go. I wish I could still see its health bar even though it's hacked. Is that an autosave? Carnage shot. It's a missile. Surgical. Alright, I think this is it. Final boss time. Oh, just a little fight first. Obviously the council would be in control of the Citadel's main controls. Nobody knew about it for some reason. Maybe they didn't either. But fuck them, I don't trust them. A lot of innocent lives were lost here because they didn't listen to me. Why does he always go for the pistol? Like, it's still the one that I have. It's not like it's like a cutscene only gun, like the knife in Dragon Age 2. Just used the weapon I had equipped.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
Completionist?
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I can stab him.
Still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on
bigger bullets at him.
But I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Yeah, I see that. You still suck, though.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermire, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Yeah, bullshit.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel.
And it looks more like the steel is wearing your flesh.
I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
You could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're
Pussy.
right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
Keep fighting,
There's
pussy.
still one way to stop this. If you've got the guts.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
I think this maybe skips like phase 1 or something. But like I said, then the steel is wearing his flesh.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet...
Would have been really
can take
bold of
Sovereign
them to
down before he
include
regains
like a
control of the
peaceful,
station.
no
See
shooty
if you can
solution
open a
though.
communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I
I think
repeat.
he just like flies around on his hoverboard and shoots missiles on you like he did at Vermire.
Normandy to the Citadel.
He didn't miss anything really.
Commander.
Yeah.
You were expecting someone else?
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
You'd sacrifice human lives to save the Council? What have they ever done for your kind?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
That's why you can't throw away reinforcements trying to save the Council. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
The Council are the reason this is happening. They are dickhead leaders. We don't need to sacrifice the lives of people they failed to protect on their behalf. Now in the future they see this as like a human power grab because obviously we're gonna set up the new government, us in the top because we got big dicks, but I think it's still the right move.
Wait until those arms open, Joker. We need all our ships focusing on Sovereign, even if it means sacrificing the Council.
Let the Council die to save the galaxy. A tough decision. I hope you made the right choice.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over. Kinetic barriers are offline. Commander, they closed the channel.
We didn't ask for a status report, pussy. I wouldn't want to hear them dying either, honestly.
Make sure he's dead.
I honestly thought phase 1 happened like before any of that. Or phase 2 happened. Kinda spoiled the surprise already. But it would have been way too easy for them to just do that right early. Keep going.
He's dead.
Gath.
I am sovereign.
Like literally just one of the Geth sniper frog things. I wonder if that's how they got them, like the Reaver built them for them. What the fuck?
Good to go.
God, it's a lot of explosions.
Sovereign's too strong! We have to pull back!
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Hackett thinks just like me. He would have let the council die too. Chasing a rat. Fuck out of here. Annihilated, incinerated. There's no flesh left. Why is there nothing shooting at it anymore?
Hit it with everything we got.
I just like disrupt its processor, right? Unlinking its consciousness.
Guard on my flank! We're going in!
Joker, you're a stealth ship. You don't need to be doing this. Come on. Like one shot at when shields are down. Is it that easy for you? Alright, I guess you're maybe the best.
Go!
Are they dead? Oh, he did get crushed. Fuck. I thought he was just gonna, like, crawl out from the pit.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Why is he so far from the rest of the team, though? Yet they call me the cockroach.
We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree. But this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council. One with a human chairman at its head.
Dang, we should be equal. Like, I agree that human should be on the council, but like, nah, don't make him a king. No kings.
I can see the other races inviting us to join the council, but lead it? That's a whole different story.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because of you, Shepard. You saved the galaxy from Sovereign. You're a symbol of everything good about humanity. Our courage, our strength.
Damn, shouldn't I be the leader then?
The Ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our council chairman should be.
Well, you're a douche, Udina.
We're about to go into war.
And vote for Mr.
We need
Potato
someone with
Head.
military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are ready for this, but I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
There's the voice I want leading the galaxy. We gotta get ready. The Reapers are coming.
The
Man, they're
Reapers are
big
still
guys.
out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Kill time on that guy, too long, alright? It took like a half hour. We gotta get that shit done in like a minute. Minute per kill.
If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reaper's return and drive them back into dark space.
Blue light, I'm pretty sure it's red if you were like more renegade. I tried to do a mix. I did what was reasonable. Rocky Hudson, the goat. I hope that's not copywritten music, I have no idea. I'm skipping it just in case. Sorry, creds, people. Exit to launcher, yeah. What was that, like 4 hours? 3.5? Better part of it. Well, that went as planned. Plants vs. Zombies replanted, hell no. Get out of here. Alright, folks, next time we start Mass Effect 2. This is the best one. Maybe I'll have a better opinion of 3 replaying it, especially with all the DLC, but, you know, I like 2 a lot. Look forward to that. I'll see you. Bye-bye.